Welcome back everyone, Mudford here. Out in the shop, working on the wife's 2017 Dodge Journey. As you can see, she's a little mangled. This is fully insured. She hit a deer, really messed up the front end. I pulled the grill out, but it was just mangled. You can see quite a bit of damage here. I did pull the headlight out. It was broken also, but I'm kind of just getting started on this, so I thought I might as well do a video, show you guys what's up. This is kind of like making the most of the situation you got. The plan was to take this to a shop, get it repaired, and I just didn't want to wait that long and be without a vehicle that long, so we talked to the insurance company and they came and gave us an estimate on it, and then she told them we were going to do it ourselves, and they cut a check. So now I'm going to be gathering some parts together. Looks like what we need is a bumper cover, which I have one over here, a grill, headlight, transmission cooler, condenser, radiator. Still unsure about the electric fan. I see they got it on the estimate, but it doesn't look bad to me. I'm going to pull it out and see what I see there. And the big thing is the core support on these are plastic. This is the part of the core support that used to be in this region that held the headlight. So yeah, not much of that left. So we're gonna have to pull all this out, pull this core support out. I already took the horns off. We're gonna take the hood latch off, the other headlight out, get all this off, out of the way. So I think what the plan is gonna be is to just do a repair on this, and maybe even just some touch-up paint. So where is it? Right here. This is the only bad spot in the whole bumper cover. So I'm going to get that fit back together, cleaned up a little bit of touch-up paint, probably JB Weld or whatever from the back side to get it held back together right. But it's not going to be a real ton of work. That's the only thing that would need to be painted, that would be body work. The hood isn't damaged. The fender, I mean, it's just a little bit right there. I think that will be okay. I'm gonna probably touch up paint a little bit right there. Make quite a bit of money labor on doing this myself. It's not really that hard of work. So the electric fan mounts to this core support, and then the radiator just kind of slides in from the front here. So I'm just trying to get the fan out. I got all the bolts out. So I got the bumper cover off. It's held on mostly by plastic clips, which some of them do not like to come off. And I ended up using the side cutters and cut off a few of them, and I saved a few of them. And then there are some screws holding on the bumper cover right up to the fender. There's 3 screws on each side. And then get the plastic clips out and the bumper cover pops right off. Now we need to get the bumper off, because the core support is actually what's left of it. It actually gets sandwiched between the bumper and the bumper bracket here. So I'm taking the transmission cooler off now, and I hadn't seen this style of line before. You pop these little plastic covers off, and if you look close, there's little clips in there, and that's what holds the transmission line in. So I got it out a little bit. These are pretty small, you don't want to lose them. So if you're replacing the condenser, chances are it's smashed and leaked out. But if not, you should take it to a shop and get the Freon recovered. Then you simply take the nut off here and pop this out. And then there's a bolt in the bottom one. And then this bolt is mounting the block onto the core support. So once we take this bolt off, we should be able to pop this condenser right off. So this area here took the brunt of the deer hit, so it was a little bent, but it did pop off. And then there's another clip on the other side where it hooks on, and now it just needs to pop up and out of the way, and you can see it's a little bit mangled. Now we're down to the radiator. Boy, that's pretty dirty. Just got to pop off the hoses, and we'll see how this is mounted on. The radiator just seems to snap in kind of similar to the way the condenser did. I think we just have to squeeze these together and it should pop right loose from the core support. And then we'll see if we should have enough play to get it slid out where we can get to the hose clamps a little easier. The right one's down there. The other one is right here. Well, the radiator pops right out once you get the hoses off. I was able to slide it forward enough, just like I suspected, and it popped right out. Just a couple of 10mm bolts holding this power steering cooler on, and I suspect that it's probably going through and holding the whole core support on. And then I just have the one wiring harness here. So just a couple more minutes and I think I'll be able to slide this core support right out. Went ahead and pulled the transmission lines and the radiator hose through to get them up so they wouldn't be leaking fluid out. You can see leaked enough as it was. Now I think, whoops. Hook those up there. Wires hooked to this, so just make sure you get all those. I got one wire holding it. We'll pop that loose and then this whole core support should pop right out. Okay, that's it. It's out. This is the inside part of my bumper cover that I'm going to put on the Dodge Journey. You can see there's one spot right there where there's a split. We're going to try to get this back together right. It's messed up a little right now. It needs to pop back together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat it up with this hairdryer pretty warm, and then I'm going to try to pressure it and get it to pop back the way it needs to be. So I'm going to put JB Weld or something similar on it here, and we're going to see how it looks. Yeah, the blow dryer worked perfectly. It's pretty smooth, pretty flush now. It's not quite perfect on the other side. We'll see if we can get it close. Hopefully we can fix that little bump right there and then get some touch-up paint on it and make it where it's hardly even noticeable. Okay, I've just mixed a little bit of 2-part epoxy here, like an off-brand JB Weld. I'm going to go ahead, I've cleaned up the area where this is going to go, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this. Okay, that's what it looks like with it applied. It's going to flow a little bit and fill in all the crack, hopefully pretty good, and it shouldn't let it move again, hopefully. It's not quite perfect. I'm going to try to clean it up as best I can and just fix that little crack with touch-up paint and call it good.